Hey VC, what's going on? Just thought I'd pick up the pace a little bit here, you know. Had a nice kind of a, not really breaking point, but I had a point where today it's okay with the work that I've been working on, composing primarily with the soundtrack in mind, but I've also been just composing, you know, because I know they're not going to use everything, but I got to that point where it's like, okay, I'm frustrated and I need to just get away from it. And you know what was cool? I just want to talk about the power of music, you know, because that's what brought me here to making these videos in the first place, is how important music and records are to me. Just bam, as that was all unfolding to me, you know, Neil Young, Harvest, just in my head, out on the weekend. I heard it in my head, I said, I need to hear that. And it is just right. This is probably my third vinyl copy. I bought it as a teen when it came out. What was that, 1972 was it? And 72, yeah. And it was about the time I got my first guitar, and the first song I learned all the way through was Heart of Gold off of this. So for just a whole lot of reasons, this album has a lot of sentimental value to me. It still has the original insert. This is a, you know, I played my other copies to death, I did. And it just made me think, well, I don't have any new records I bought, so I can't do a vinyl update, but let me just get get my voice back in on the VC. Let me just bump it back up, okay? I just I'm gonna try and watch a few more videos, you know. At least say, hey, you know, it is hard to sit through the entire videos for me. It is, folks. Even when you're showing good records, it's hard for me to sit through. It is, but this is, you know, I gotta just be honest, you know, it does appear that a whole lot of, when I look, I don't know, but it appears that there's a lot of folks who were doing VC stuff on YouTube are not. Maybe I'm just out of the loop, but Biosite, is he completely gone? Sarah from Sweden, has she made any videos lately? And I know that River and Shelley, it's been a while for them, hasn't it? To the boy Ellis, playing with Joy from Slipknot now. Whoa. I haven't been keeping up, but I usually do get, you know, the updates. So seems like there have been a lot of folks who've stepped away for whatever reason, and that, you know, again, that's fine. I remember when I first got involved in the VC, there's a whole set of people who are long gone, you know, and I haven't seen Grecian Thunder. Again, I haven't been watching, but seems that it's been a while since Grecian Thunder's made a video, right? I know that the other guy from Greece, Andreas Sonic Mainlander's made some videos. I haven't got all the way through those, but I check in. So I just, again, I do feel this responsibility as just as a person to send out the message of the importance of the VC, and that if somehow something I've said or done has encouraged people to go away, that's never was the intention. You never know the intention. Maybe I have nothing to do with it, but I'm just thinking out loud and saying, you know, hey folks, come on back, you know. This music is so wonderful, this album. And just in general, I'm just not really drawn to listening to music in this style, because there's a whole lot of it, you know. There's a lot of it. Mostly I'm tired of it, but this one just There's something undeniable about the man's voice. More his voice and the feeling than the words, always, you know. That's just so good, you know, that's just so good. The other thing I'm thinking here is that I'm about to go and meet up with the filmmakers to see what they have chosen so far of my music, how they're using it, because I don't know. You know, this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to be gone for a while. So I figured, well, also I said, well, let me go ahead and make a video and upload it while I'm gone. You know, just kind of bump up my, try to get back into saying hello and being involved. And so this is what this is the music that of the moment. I don't have any new records to show you. Something else that I'm probably going to play that just is hitting me as a song that just hits a good spot for me is it's the last song on Espresso or Gadzooz by Gong. It's the song Mireille. I'm pretty sure this song was written for Mireille Bauer. I imagine that she was romantically linked to, well, it's by Francis Mose, so perhaps Francis and Mose were married or something, but it's a very quiet piano-based song, but Alan Holdsworth plays in it too. And if you have this CD, I recommend, especially the last song. It's really quiet and reflective and just beautiful. Mireille. You know, I have not been oblivious to events in the world as I've been working, you know. I just continue to watch the maelstrom, you know, and, you know, I go through periods of really being caught up in concern, and then I get my perspective and realize, well, it's just the cycle. It's how man lives out. We have to have turmoil, and I guess it's just the inescapable cycle that people that are shifting, when power shifts, nothing really changes. The power shifts and the people are just kind of like struggling to make the best of the situation each time. I'm thinking of Syria, I'm thinking of Egypt, you know, these other places, those come to mind right away. Turkey still, you know. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel a connection to the people, even though maybe practically there is none, but I just feel a connection to all people and their struggle, as well as people's, well, I'm more relating to the struggles, really, you know. I mean, I relate to the victories as well, but my heart goes out. You know, it's just like we're always caught in the lurch of those who it's like when you get a chance to go for the golden ring, or when it's like you get to a certain position when in politics and power, it's like you have to go for the nut, and in order to go for it, you have to fuck people. You really do. There's no other way. Is there another way of as another way of describing what happens to the general masses as power shifts, but historically it's just always the same. The large masses kind of, you know, so I guess there's benefits, but mostly it's just really imbalanced. So, you know, that awareness never goes away. It's, you know, but I think because I've been so focused on trying to take these musical ideas that I've come up with to the next level, because I'm good at laying out a foundation. It's finishing it, and, you know, and taking it to the point where it's like, you know, like almost a pop level, you know. It's like a lot of times collaboration would be helpful. There are songs that I've written now for the movie that I could see being interesting songs, with singers and stuff. And I've approached a couple of folks tentatively. I'm going to keep it under wraps just because I don't know if anything will happen. But I don't know. I'm just kind of musing about, that. How did I get to that? I was talking about the music and the soundtrack somehow. Anyway, so we get back into the groove, a little bit more of talking, connecting, and trying harder to pay attention and just slow down and watch, because I know it's important, that connection, if knowing that someone's watched and you leave a comment. I know that's part of the lifeblood of keeping the VC going, and I let's keep it going, folks. On the one hand, I know that I'm fairly neurotic and think about things too much, worry. I don't like to use the word worry. But I also know from experience that the reasoning behind that continuing is that there's always a kernel of reality that causes me to think such things. So that's why I've shared the thoughts I've shared about, wanting to get more regular with contacting people through the VC and encouraging others. If you see this, if you haven't been making videos, make them. I'll try to watch. At least, I'll try to say hello. It's important, guys. You are important. Folks who I haven't watched in a while, I'm thinking of Wesley Hedrick. I need to just stop and say hello. You folks, you are like long distance friends. It's like a community of just, we have something in common. This love of vinyl and music and other things. So I'm repeating myself, am I not? That means it's time to wrap this one up. I got to kind of get back into the swing of talking, for a while. I've just really been focused on trying to make good music. Okay, see you again.